Okay, very good. Let's move to the Congressional District 41. Are any of the candidates for 41 in the House?
Will's there.
Let's see. I'm looking. Oh, Will. I found Will. I'm sorry, I passed right over you.
No worries at all. Hello. Hi, Fran, and hello, everybody. So first, I just want to thank all of you for your support at last weekend's California Democratic Party convention. So with 58% of the delegates, we were literally just one vote away from the official endorsement of the state party. That was incredibly close, but it was also an incredible amount of support. So thank you. I am very grateful for your votes. And I am also incredibly grateful to U.S. Senator Barbara Boxer for endorsing me, and to the Inland Empire Labor Council, AFL-CIO, for recommending me for their endorsement. I could not be more proud to have their support. And I know that some of you here tonight voted for another candidate, and that I may not be your favorite Democrat in this race, and I hear you, and I get that. And I want you to know that no matter who you voted for, I will fight for you when I'm elected to Congress. And my door is always open to all of you, and my phone is always on, as most of you probably know, because I was relentlessly harassing so many of you, but with phone calls and texts last weekend. I promise the spam will stop. And I also promise to do the most important thing that any good leader should do, which is to listen and to be open to criticism. So that's who I want to be as a candidate. And I've spoken to a lot of you before about how my experience prosecuting the people who attacked the US Capitol on January 6th is what inspired me to challenge Ken Calvert in this race. As we all know, Calvert voted to overturn the presidential election. He voted against the January 6th commission. He called for charges against the insurrectionists to be dropped. But as Fazia just mentioned, tonight we got some more disturbing news, and that is that State Senator Melissa Melendez, another far-right Trump Republican, pulled papers to enter the June 7th primary. That means that the Democratic Party is faced with the very real possibility that two Trump Republicans, Ken Calvert and Melissa Melendez, could advance to the November election if we split the vote. And it's not up to me to decide who is the best candidate to prevent that from happening. It's up to you. But as Democratic candidates, the three of us running on our side have a responsibility to you and to our democracy to be clear about how we think we can win and how we can advance. And from the beginning, I've tried to be as clear as I can be about my campaign's path to victory. So as we all know, the Redistricting Commission just finalized the new congressional maps that shifted our district to a Trump +7 to tied. Crucially, the new district includes Palm Springs. And if I'm elected, I would be the second openly gay man in the House from California ever. And Calvert has never faced a Democrat with a national security background before. So I've already gotten support not only from Democrats, but also from independents and Republicans in Corona and places like Canyon Lake, who were horrified by January 6th. I will get some of them and the 90,000 independents we need to flip this seat. And as a gay former prosecutor who will aggressively fight against Calvert's record on LGBTQ rights, I will be able to drive record turnout in the Coachella Valley and beyond. This is the first congressional midterm in California history in which every registered voter will get a mail-in ballot. And second, as unfortunate as this reality is, in our campaign finance system, fundraising matters. I set the quarterly record for the most amount of money any Democrat has ever raised against Ken Calvert, dating back to 1992. Within just about 9 weeks of our public launch, we raised over $310,000. I also outraised Calvert in individual contributions by $130,000. No Democrat has done that in history. And I am continuing to work every single day to make sure we raise what we need to beat Calvert. And third, momentum. I've not only received a significant majority of the votes at the pre-endorsement caucus and the endorsement caucus, I am beyond honored to have the endorsement of U.S. Senator Barbara Boxer. With a former U.S. Senator in my corner, I know that we will be able to attract the resources from the national party that we need to win this race. And she joins a long list of public servants like Congressman Mike Levin, Congressman Brad Shuren, Mayor Tim Sheridan of Lake Elsinore, Mayor Lisa Middleton, Councilmember Karina Quintanilla, Jeff Coors, Christy Holstage, Bill Hedrick, Yusuf Bagani, Equality PAC, Equality California, and Victory Fund. And I was also just recommended for endorsement by the Inland Empire Labor Council, AFL-CIO, as well as the Asian Pacific American Labor Alliance. And thanks to hundreds of you across Riverside County who have already offered to knock on doors, host house parties, post signs, and get out the vote. I launched my campaign with John Ossoff's field director from Georgia in 2017, and I know that our grassroots movement and coalition can win. And with your help and a united party, I know that we can prevent 2 Republicans from showing up on our ballot in November. So thank you all again for the support and all of the work you do. It's great seeing everybody's faces virtually tonight.
Thank you, Will. Does anyone have a question or two for Will? Questions? I think they're all sitting there in stunned silence. Okay, if there's no questions, thank you very much, Will.
Again, Will's website is out either on the chat or we have it, right? For everybody?
Yes.
Yes, willrollinsforcongress.com. Thank you, Terry and Fran.